Oh, that is a nice copper coin. But oh, Doug, do you know what time it is?
45 up.
Who says 45 of, Doug? It's quarter after. What's up, guys? Quarter order here. It's going to be an interesting night of zero agenda. I have no notes. I have no pictures. I have nothing planned. Doug and I are leaving for the airport in 7 hours. So we're going to do a 1 hour, just kind of hanging out with the chat and maybe answering questions or just kind of hanging out with some of the people here. Hot Mess Fishing, Alicia, I see in there. Eric from the Ultimate Finds Box. Digger 1798, Adrian Tucker, Norval Greenwald, Sue Ramsey, Show Me Treasure, Tom Kingery, Marty Vistrol, everybody. I think it's going to be a very chat-oriented show. So if you made it today, I have a feeling we're going to get your name in there. But let me bring in the guys I have in the wings. Mr. Dog Tag Doug, Mexican Doug. Jane Fond Doug, how are you, Dougie?
All right. How's everybody tonight?
Doug, are you packed and ready to go?
I am this far away from being totally packed, but I had a really busy day today and can't believe I'm sitting here now.
I know. I was debating on not doing it, and I thought, you know what? For an hour, I like to keep people. I don't like to disappoint, Doug. I don't like to disappoint.
Oh, I'm sure there'd be 12 people that were very unhappy with us if we didn't come on the air.
It's going to be a long hitchhiking ride tomorrow, too. Doug. So, if someone pulls over, I'll give you the front seat. I'll take the bed.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Talking about taking the bed, let's bring in Mr. Charlie, the Heritage Relic Hunter.
Hey, Charlie.
Yeah. Hey, I also had a busy day, guys. I was on the beach in my lounge chair. Busy day.
Oh, wow.
Living hard down there, huh?
Yeah, it was actually pretty nice. A little cool, but it was a nice day.
It was cold up here, man.
Yeah.
Chilly, very chilly.
Yeah.
I got jeans on. It's crazy, Doug. Tonight's supposed to go down to like the low 40s.
Yes.
But then tomorrow when we arrive, it's going to be 91.
Yep.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm wearing long pants out, but I've packed nothing but shorts.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you packed nothing. I thought you were just going to go commando.
That would have been easier, but
a nude beach.
I didn't think Brandon would appreciate that.
No. Rich was supposed to be here. He had a last minute flat tire. He's at the auto shop now trying to do it himself. I don't know if he's going to make it. I'm going to try to keep this pretty tight to an hour so I can take a shower and maybe get some sleep.
Yeah.
So I don't think Rich will be joining us. So it might just be this right here, Doug.
Okay. Well,
Patrick Parker.
This isn't bad. The Three Stooges made a living with just three of them.
Here, Doug, I'll put you on the bottom because I know you like the bottom.
Yeah.
I saw.
Thank you.
I like the top.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
What was I going to?
Who knows?
Patrick Parker said he likes. Well, I didn't say he likes it. He just said the Rich Van Winkle vision. Did you see the video this week, Doug?
Oh yeah, of course.
What did you think of the Van Winkle vision?
I think he did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did pretty good.
And I would love to do it, but I never find anything anymore. I think I got Charlie's bad luck from 2 years ago.
I have a camera too. I don't even put batteries in it. I don't tell him.
Hey, Doug, take some pictures of what you find.
I don't tell him that there's no batteries in it.
Okay.
I'd like to maybe get a couple of them. I think it's an interesting perspective. The only thing is I don't want the videos to now be 3 hours long. You know what I mean? Because now there's so much extra stuff. So in small bits and pieces, it kind of adds to... adds to the hunt. That way you can...
I actually enjoyed watching it. I wasn't there that day. I enjoyed what you did there with the GoPro.
Yeah, we're trying to find different ways to mount it. Right now I have it on his head. It's just such a distance that I try to zoom in, but you zoom in too much and you start to get noise and pixelation. And so I think I might mount them on the strap of the bag. They'll be a little bit closer.
I
Um,
think that's what Brad Martin does. I think Brad Martin puts it on.
Brad is covered in cameras like he rolled around in jelly beans.
If
Um,
if I had a camera on, and I mounted it, would it be considered doggy style?
oh, Doug, come on. I got to kick you out for that. Sorry, you're on timeout. Doug's on time. Now, we're going to try to find a spot. I like the perspective. So we're going to be incorporating it going forward. I just don't know how yet. And I do want to say that you mentioned Brad. Brad, I saw put a video out today. He's still under the weather. I'm hoping Brad is back on his feet because the community misses him. He's a good guy. So hopefully he's better soon. Bells is in the chat with, oh, those are smiley faces. I thought they were slippers.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell what they were.
I hope she's there tomorrow.
We're going to see her tomorrow. Bells, you're going to be there. Crazy digging, reef, reacher fishing. How are you? Crotch cams, maybe. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. We're going to figure out. We're going to figure out a way to put them up there.
Okay.
So it should be pretty good. I don't know. Oh, look, there's Clem Fandango. Snoop Doggy Dog. Doug, what was that new nickname you told me last night for Rich? I thought was great.
Richie Coiningham.
Yeah, Richie Coiningham.
Oh,
what do you think of
okay.
that, Charlie?
Very funny. I like that.
Now, now you didn't make that up. Who told you that?
No. It was one of the comments in this week's video.
Oh, I got to look and see who put that in there because I
thought it was very good.
Oh, it is. I'm going to use that,
and found so many coins. So.
I'm going to mail them a hat. Whoever said that, and we're going to use that on occasion. Richie Coiningham.
Okay. Yep.
Because I thought about it. Like one day, if Rich ever cuts his beard, how am I still going to call him Rich Van Winkle? You know, like that's part of the thing. But exactly. Richie Coiningham
could apply anytime. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that one. Pin It TV. Are you using the latest update on the Legend? No, I am not. Doug, I doubt you are you?
What's the latest?
Yeah, Doug's using the version of when I gave it to him a year and a half ago.
Yeah. I'm lucky I can figure out how to turn it on.
Now,
well, don't they call it the Beast version?
Well, that's been out. There's a new one that came out just last week off of beta that's supposed to be an improvement on pinpointing, something for the beach, and a new iron Ferris Zero. I don't really hunt the beach. I don't have a problem with the pinpointer, so I wasn't like super anxious to do the update. I'll put it on eventually, but no, I'm not. I didn't rush out and do it, so I probably won't do it until after the weekend. Right. Wicked Digger, he made it. Hello, everybody. How are you, Chris? From Wicked Digger. Nice to see you made it from up north. What was this one? Cheel Bell 44 digging up sidewalks here in Eaton, Indiana, putting in new sidewalks. Oh man, Doug.
I'd love to see somebody around here tear up a sidewalk and hunt them.
Maybe some of those streets in Philadelphia, those old cobblestone streets, when they dig them up. Oh, I would love to be there. So we have no agenda, Doug. So
that's good.
We're going to interact with the chat, maybe tell a couple of stories. Doug, I'll give you a second if you want to tell the story how this weekend that just passed, because it won't make it in the video, was the first time that we got kicked out in about 4 years, although we only got kicked over.
It was a gentle nudge. The farmer had given myself, Matt, and another fellow permission to hunt all his fields as they are harvested. And this one particular field, he told us initially he didn't want us to park there. And we noticed that it had been cleared of the hay. So we walked over there. It was a pretty good walk, as you can recall. And we got over there and we were hunting. Well, he showed up and was a little annoyed with us. But we apologized and we asked, do you want us to leave? And he said, no, I just want you to leave this field. You can go over to the other several fields that were within walking distance. So that's what we did. But it was, three of us heard him say that that he didn't want us parking there, but it was okay to hunt it once the hay was cut. Well, the story's changed, but he's the boss. We'll abide by it, and we did pretty well where we were run off to.
It was funny when the guy drove into the field in his truck, Charlie. I haven't met him yet. So
Right.
I was walking over to his truck to introduce myself. Matt was about 50 yards in front of me walking towards the truck.
Right.
So as I'm walking up and I got my headphones on, which, are noise canceling, I hear the guy and Matt faintly in my headphones and the guy going, and I was like, uh-oh, turn around.
Yeah, I don't think I'll introduce myself.
I'm not going to introduce myself to here. But
Well,
the guy was all right.
I could understand why he didn't want you to drive on the field. See, we let people hunt on our farms, and sometimes the land is wet and they make ruts. So we do the same thing. They can hunt, they can do whatever they want as far as the hunting part of it, but do not drive in the fields.
We didn't drive on it, Charlie. We parked on the street and walked like a mile.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, I guess there was some miscommunication where the guys thought we could hunt that field, but that field was off limits or something like that. But the guy was all right. I mean,
He's when Matt asked him, "Do you want us to leave altogether?" He said, "No. Yeah. I want you to just go from this field over to the other field."
I wonder if what was it freshly planted?
It wasn't. It's not planted, but it had been fertilized.
I see. Okay.
And they are in the process of fertilizing it.
Right.
The township will come in and do all that for him. And I guess he didn't want anything disturbed there. So hey, he's the boss and we'll abide. He's got too many acres for us to get him aggravated at us.
Right.
In fact, one of my best finds of the day, Charlie, I knelt down on the ground to start digging, and I knelt right in a fresh dropping of fertilizer. You know the kind of fertilizer I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It was all over my leg. I just didn't notice it. So that stinks.
Yes.
Especially if it's a certain type of fertilizer.
That's the kind it was.
Like the oink type.
It was natural. It was all natural.
Now, I wasn't sure, Doug, if Alicia, Hot Mess Fishing, wanted me to say anything, but I see her posting. Originally, she wasn't going to this event this weekend.
Right.
But Brandon Carmichael, the Nomad, that hurricane went right over his house.
Wow.
And talking about that hurricane, anybody in one of those danger areas, I hope everyone's okay and got through it all right.
I'm happy to say my two sisters who had left the area are back. Everything is secure, and they said they made it through okay.
Oh, good. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of bad areas down there. I saw.
Doug? Was that North Carolina?
No, in
Florida. The new one, Charlie. Did you even hear the news this week? Another hurricane hit?
Yeah, I heard that one.
He was on the beach.
But
you're watching last week's videos, Charlie, of the other place that got hit.
When he said his sisters, he's from North Carolina. I thought he had
yeah, but they're both in Florida, Charlie.
Yeah, they moved. Okay. They retired to the good spot. Oh, Pink Power Alley. How are you, Allison?
Now, Jason,
anyway, Doug.
I'm wondering.
Anyway. Go ahead.
I'm wondering when we were down Virginia a month ago, that we were near that where that storm was. I wonder how they made out with that mansion.
Yes, I've been meaning to contact him and see if I can get some kind of response, but I'd like to know if the video is getting ready before I call him. So,
well, it's not going to be out for a few weeks. I started it this week. That video is just going to be so much more than the normal one.
Right.
That I'm working on it in stages. So I'm hoping by maybe in the next 3 weeks, I'm hoping.
Okay.
That's a big one, and I want to do him justice.
Yes.
But it's difficult because I don't usually make videos in this kind of format.
And let me know if you want him to be a guest. I'll give him a call. And
once I get closer and figure out,
Right.
then we might do something like that. Maybe even some of the extended family.
Right. Exactly.
I don't want to let the cat out of the bag too early on it.
Yeah. But to answer your question, Charlie, I think they were out of the area that was hit the worst,
Okay.
where the plantation was.
Right.
But
Okay.
those poor people up in Asheville area and
Yeah.
surrounding areas, East Tennessee, hit very bad, and we really feel bad for them.
Yeah, now good people out there, and I'm hoping that everybody was safe.
Yeah.
But back to what started the story was Brandon Carmichael wasn't able to go at the last minute. It was just going to be me and you, Doug, and Damien, who I don't know if you've met yet, was gonna be helping out, which
Okay.
would have been very, very difficult. You and I are all over the place. The tent would have got completely, we wouldn't even have been there. But Alicia stepped up and last minute, cleared her schedule, booked a flight, got a hotel, got a car, the whole thing. So now Alicia's going to be the nomad there. She's going to be running the show, Doug.
Good. Cavalry
we'll be
coming
there
to the
just
rescue.
We're going to just be giving her some support because she can handle it. This is like she must have been like 9 events or something like that in the last couple of months. She's a machine.
She's a veteran. Yes.
She is. She's a machine. So I'm looking forward to, the first time I see her since she's officially on the Nomad team. And I'm looking forward to it. Less than 24 hours, Doug.
Yep.
Who else was in there? I saw somebody else put a comment in there, Doug. I thought it was a comment for you. I got the Facebook on one side and I got the...
I can't see any of the comments using my phone.
Yeah.
So
well,
somebody will have to prompt me.
I missed the comment.
I don't think you'll see KK on or Teresa. It would be probably 12 o'clock where they are, or 1 o'clock.
Yeah, they're out in England this week, right?
Yeah, Sussex, England. And I think there's a difference of 5 hours.
Okay. Well, I'll have to get it caught up. I mean, I don't know who makes videos for their team, so I don't want to let the cat out of the bag what they found. But we were talking about it before the show, and some good things have been found by her group, by Plugmaster Ford's group.
Yeah.
So now another successful time so far in England. One day we'll join them over there, Charlie.
It sure would be nice.
Yep.
I hope so. Sooner than later.
Doug, Alicia said she'll even show you how to see the comments on your phone tomorrow.
Well,
so, look at that.
I could probably get them. Well, I'm not going to fool around.
Yeah. Don't listen. Don't touch anything.
Yeah.
Don't touch anything. Jake K, how are you, Jake? Keep digging, metal detecting. 5 Mile Relic Hunter, reef reaching, fishing, and digging Virginia. I'm going to try to keep doing the chat, Doug, because most shows we have guests on, it's hard to keep your eye on the chat. And I do appreciate every time someone comes in. Next week, we have a guest on. The week after that, a guest. I think 4 weeks in a row, we've got guests coming on. So this is our one free time, our one free show where no guest popping in today.
Yeah, so if anybody has questions for Charlie, Doug, or Jason, do it today. You'll likely get an answer if you do it today.
Or if you have a question for Rich, I will answer for him. I'll answer. I can speak for Rich. He gave me authority. Yeah.
Okay.
He gave me authority to speak for. Oh, Jay Cook is in there. What's up, Jay?
Hey, how you doing, Jay?
How come you three come together for the first time? Oh, how did we? Oh, well, Doug, you can tell him how I met you. I think we've talked about it before, so give him the quick abridged version.
Okay, the Reader's Digest version.
Yeah.
I was stalking Jason for months. When I got back into metal detecting, I, of course, went to YouTube to get caught up on new equipment and new methods of hunting and places to hunt. And of course, the Hoarder was one of the weekly shows that I watched. Of course, the Hoover Boys and Aqua Chigger, Plugmaster Ford, believe it or not.
Did you watch Brad back then?
I did every now and then, but I kept myself pretty busy with just 4 of the channels, you being one of them. And one day I'm watching your video and I said, that guy's from New Jersey. Not only by the way you talked, but by the dirt you were digging. So I think I followed up with your Hoarder at Yahoo, sent you an email, and eventually you corresponded with me after months.
Yeah, I thought you were a little creepy. I was trying to
Yeah.
be extra cautious.
Well, as it turns out, you were right.
Yeah, I was right. It's too late. Too late.
It's too late. You're stuck. But eventually, I had a great permission, and I was hoping you would go on it with me. You didn't, so I said, "To heck with them. I'm going to hunt it myself." I got over 100 colonial coins, or
They
back
weren't
to
100 colonial coins.
not all colonial, but I got from
They were
uh,
mostly Buffalo nickels and stuff
no,
like
they weren't. I
that. Yes,
got
they
shield
were.
nickels. I got more shield nickels in that yard than I've gotten
None of those are
outside.
colonial, though.
Well, no, but I did get coppers, and I had a good hunt there.
He had a good spot.
I had a good spot, and I kept it to myself, which I should do now more often. But
Yeah, yeah.
anyhow,
It'll
so
still be virgin ground when you're done.
yeah, so finally you acquiesced and you said, "Okay, let's hunt. Do you have a spot?" And it has to be out in public, and it has to be where there's a lot of traffic. So it just so happens I had a place right on a main highway, and you and I met, and history has been made.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, back then I kept to myself. I wasn't.
Yeah, Bob's right.
I wasn't looking for other people to hunt with, so I was hesitant. But because of you, Doug, and you giving me a good outlook, we got together with Charlie for almost the same sort of reason. And
Yeah,
then Charlie was a great guy, and
yeah.
it really opened my eyes up to man, it's so much more fun when you can go with friends. And we've talked about it many times. Is I didn't think going by myself was not fun, but then when you go with friends,
Then you see
you
you have a
really notice
comparative
the difference.
Yeah,
situation.
I think it was going on 5 years ago now since we first detected.
Mhm.
The very first time we detected, I was worried about you guys falling off a cliff, but that was it.
You
That was
didn't seem that worried, Charlie. It was
That was the
snowing,
scariest.
icy,
I
icy,
see.
icy path along a 50-foot cliff.
Do you ever
But we
see
fought.
those videos, Doug, where like those mountain goats are on like a ridge and like eagles are
Yeah,
coming down? And
yeah.
that's what Charlie took us on. Like it was literally like a 40-foot drop. We were on this little walkway where we
Icy.
could have easily slipped off the edge, and it was ice and snow on the ground,
Woods, trees.
Well,
woods,
the
so
interesting thing
treacherous.
is, Charlie says, "Oh, get on the Kubota. We'll drive out there." We drove about 20 yards, and then he says, "Well, we got to walk from here." And of course,
A mile.
it was
Good.
Mount Everest from that point
Yeah.
to where we were going to hunt. And
Yeah.
all I could do is see myself sliding down that hill, and everybody just laughing at me.
Yeah.
The best part, Charlie, was Doug survived the treacherous walk on the cliff.
I was exhausted.
When we get to the end to get to the field, which opened up, there was a little fence. Doug steps over the fence, trips, does a flip, and lands on his back.
Good
The
thing
whole
the
walk,
electric was on.
the whole
That was
walk, he
electric
makes it,
fence.
and then he trips over the innocent thing at the end.
Yeah.
But you know what, Jason?
Shame you didn't have the video going for that.
I got to always keep a camera on Doug.
That video, I think you made 4 videos from that spot.
Yep,
Maybe more than 4.
I
Maybe
think the
more.
title was something about nowhere, treasure in nowhere, or something like that. The name
I
of the
don't
video.
remember, but it's possible.
Something about nowhere.
Yeah.
Didn't we call it the ruins, Charlie?
The ruins, yeah, something ruins, and the word nowhere was added to it in the title. So
It could
anyway,
be,
you had
Charlie.
4
That was-
videos, and it turned out to be a very old site.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There was some
That
good.
was my start with being with you guys. It wasn't a little scary at first, but it worked out.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember the title. It's Charlie, that's my biggest struggle is coming up with a different title
Right.
or a different thumbnail kind of picture when you have 400 or 500 videos out and you're trying not to make it look like every other one. It's so difficult.
Right.
And that's the biggest part, I think, of of doing YouTube is that, you want it to look unique. When someone's scrolling through, all countless videos, they only have the thumbnail and the title to judge whether or not they're going to give your video a try. So you really got to have a good thumbnail and title. It's probably, I think, even more important than what your content is, because they're not even going to look at your content unless you catch them with one of those. And that's such a tricky part of doing the YouTube thing. So I forget what I was saying. You're with the title. Yeah, I probably did do something with the ruins because there was like those old crumbly stone
it was a
buildings.
really neat old stone.
And there was nothing around there. That's what was so nice about that area. There's nothing around. A nice creek nearby, a nice stream, woods, nothing around. So it was very secluded, but it really paid off.
Yep.
Yeah, there was something there hundreds of years ago.
Something there that was important because we found a lot of stuff there.
Reef Richard Van Winkle, double Liberty Cap. Yeah, double Liberty Caps this week, Doug.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
And Doug, I didn't even tell you yet is, we're going away tomorrow. We won't get back till really late Monday night, almost Tuesday.
Yep.
So what I did was, in a frantic time to try to, because I didn't want to not put a Tuesday video out, Doug.
Right.
So what I'm doing as a bonus is the video is going to be a little smaller. I think about 15 minutes, but I'm going to put a video out this weekend, then another one Tuesday, then another one next weekend, all a little smaller, 15 minutes or so. So even though they're smaller, you're going to get more bonus ones. They're going to be places and houses that we've done where we found really good things, but just not a million really good things.
Right.
So keep your eyes out for extra bonus videos, and the people at tonight's chat are the very first ones to know.
Do any of them have me finding anything?
You're in one of them.
Okay.
You're in two of the three.
Okay.
You did find something in one of them.
Okay.
Doug's been on a bit of a slump, but Doug, when you go on a slump, what happens is once you hit bottom, then it's all up. Ask Charlie.
Yeah.
Charlie had a slump, and then when winter came around, oh man, he's been on fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we all go through a slump, and then it turns around.
Yes.
You just got to keep fighting your way through.
Yep. Tell that to the Phillies.
I don't care about them. They're not part of my team. I did see a guy hit a grand slam off them yesterday, though.
Yeah, that was the nail that sealed the coffin.
Is that series over? Oh, mainly dirt fishing.
Yeah.
Mainly dirt fishing. Doing a hunt in Rhode Island next week. If he puts his website in, I think you can still sign up unless it's sold out. I'm not sure, but check it out. If he has a link, he can put it in there. If you live in that Maine area, you might have a good time. I believe it's an all natural hunt, colonial area, Dougie.
Yep. Love it.
But yeah, we're going down to that Kadoha, which we've been to before. It's down in Arkansas. It's a seated hunt, but he does a great job with the prizes. The venue is awesome at like this Native American museum and store, and there's artifacts all over the place. I might be mispronouncing it. Kadoha. I think he spells it
right.
Kadaho or something like that.
Doha.
Doha. Kadoha.
Is that Civil War area? That Arkansas, some place Civil War.
When we drive to this place, there's nothing around. I mean, it's pretty secluded. So I don't know if there was history, but what is a cool thing in the town, right around the corner, is like this diamond mine that you could pay like $10 and walk these fields and pick up diamonds right off the ground. So it's a big draw for the area, this diamond field. And I guess they turn up the area and you just walk and people find, diamonds right on the ground.
Wow.
So
some very nice, expensive diamonds have been found there by average people who pay their $20 or whatever to go in there and pick around.
Wow.
Yeah. But I don't know if there's Civil War activity in the immediate area. There could be. I mean, people were finding really interesting things when we were there last time, but I don't know offhand what was seeded and if they were natural. Like, I'm not sure. But you will find great stuff and you're going to have a really good time. So that part I know.
Yeah.
Right.
Is anyone in the chat planning on going other than
Yeah.
Bells?
Anyone in the chat, if you guys are going this weekend, I know Alicia's going. I know Bells is going. If anyone else is in there, you guys can get first in line for Doug's kissing booth.
Yeah. And I got new hats ready to go. Quarter Hoarder crew hats.
Now, what color is that, Doug? It's gray. It's a gray.
This is gray. I still have one black and one camo left, but they say Quarter Hoarder crew, just like this with the logo, YouTube logo. And don't I look pretty in it?
So they're going to be at the event, an event exclusive.
Yes.
You got to track Doug down. Toledo Tab is going, Doug. So that'll be nice. Toledo
Okay.
Tab. Adrian Tucker, how are fields seeded so that the holes aren't obvious? I don't know. I think because it's at a private location, like this area is a privately owned place. He might seed it,
Months
weeks
ago.
in advance so that
Yeah.
you don't notice. And what's cool is when you first walk in, there's these enormous displays of all these prizes, everything from old coins to detectors to cash prizes, antiques, Native American stuff, and everything is gold coins. Everything is numbered on this prize wall, and it's massive. It just goes on and on and on. So when you go out into the field, everything in the field are tokens. So every time you find a token, it's going to have a number on it. And if you took a picture of the prize wall, you could look and know exactly what you've actually found, or you wait until you walk in and see. There's even cash tokens where you find a token and the token itself will say like $2,000, $1,000, and you redeem it when you go in, cash money right there on the spot. So all sorts of really good. You're going to see a lot of big smiles tomorrow, Doug.
Yes, absolutely.
Didn't Belle's husband get one of the cash prizes last time we were there?
I think they got two.
Two of the cash prizes?
I think so. Bells, could you answer that for us?
Yeah, Bells, if you're still there, I think your husband won two. And listen, if you are going, you'd be smart to stay near me because whatever prize I win, I won't take it home. I give it to somebody who's around me. I want to find it and I want to film it, but then I'm going to give it away. Maybe not the gold coin. We'll have to see. I might want it for a couple of weeks.
Or the $1,000.
or the $1,000. But if I win a metal detector, that's all I need, Doug, is another metal detector.
Yeah.
If you're nearby,
there's
there's a good chance.
It looks like behind you.
Doug, this is nothing. There's probably 40 of them downstairs.
Yeah.
So, look, Jeremy Duty said he won $1,000 last year.
Wow.
It's for real. I when I was filming last year, I went up to somebody who had one of the tokens for $1,000. I recorded a little thing with him. He walked over and Brandon, $100 bills right in his hand. It was incredible.
Nice.
So they're out there. You're going to have a good time looking for it. And when you hear someone yelling, oh, man. Oh, there's Bells. Her husband found the $5,000 token and then a $2.50 gold coin.
Wow.
So imagine that 1-2 punch, Charlie.
So I'm going to be hunting with Mike. That's Belle's husband's name.
We don't use real names on the show, Doug.
Okay. I'm sorry. Well, whatever he calls himself. Belle's husband.
Mr. Bells.
Hunt with him.
Mr. Bells.
Yeah, Mr. Bells. Or Hell's Bells. Who knows?
Right. Well, Amanda Collins, you just need a metal detector to get started. I'm bringing extra metal detectors, Amanda. I'm going to have them at the booth there. If you show up, maybe you can borrow one. Go out and give it a spin. If you win the $1,000, you got to split it with Doug.
I'm all for that.
Patrick Parker, you got any spare parts for a Deus 2? I don't, but Heath Jones is going to be there from History Seekers. He's going to try to get his tent right next to the Nokta tent. And he's an XP guy. He's going to have machines, and he might have some parts there. Don't quote me on it. But between him and me, maybe we can get you squared away. XP will be there. Merrill's coming down. He'll be there with XP. Garrett will have KG and Ringy. They're going to have Gypsy,
Wow.
Brandon Nicholas, who we had on a few weeks ago, Aqua Chigger,
Wow.
one of the Duck Dynasty guys. I don't know who, maybe two of them. I don't know which ones. Who else? Mind Lab, will be there. It's going to be a big deal. Who did I just see? Oh, the Kide Kid from Excalibur Shovels. Are you going to be at the event? You got to get over to that one. That's a big one. You could do a Mean Joe Green and give away your hand digger. Oh, well, he sent me a new hand digger, Doug, that mine has my name punched in it.
Like I had.
Like you have on
mine.
yours.
Yeah.
And then we just got that new leather thing. I didn't get Charlie's and Rich's yet, so we didn't talk about it yet.
Right. Yeah. Let's
But
wait. Yeah.
Maybe we'll do something on there.
Yeah.
NEPA History and Archaeology Search. Where's the event? It's in Luis Villarreal.
Villarreal.
I nailed that one, Doug.
Luis Villarreal.
Murfreesboro, Arkansas. Yes,
Yeah.
that's where it's going to be.
Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
There's also a Murfreesboro. Yeah, there's a Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and there's another Murfreesboro too.
Arkansas.
Well, I meant like a third one.
Yeah.
And Doug, my plan is to take a gazillion and a half photos.
Okay.
So we're really going to load it up with pictures.
With your new camera, right?
I'm bringing 3 cameras.
Okay.
So I might hand it to you sometimes because, when I'm holding the camera, I'm not always in the picture.
Well, do you want me to wear the GoPro?
I'm not bringing the GoPro.
Oh, okay.
I don't love the GoPro footage.
Okay.
It's not my favorite footage for metal detecting videos. So I only use it sparingly. It's just, I don't like that big fisheye widescreen.
Mm-hmm.
If those people use a GoPro, I'm not knocking it. It's just that for the way I make my videos now, I like a closer up shot. So I'm only going to use it for those intermittent live digs.
Okay.
Eric Thompson. Good afternoon, everyone. Doug, Eric messaged me about a potential trip coming up in New England. He's been landing some good houses.
Todd again?
We might be making that trip, Doug, in about a month or so. Okay. So I'll let you know. Charlie, I'm assuming that you and Rich are welcome also. I'll touch base with Eric. He's been inviting us for the longest time. We've never been able to make it, but I think this might be the time.
It might be.
At least for me, Doug. I hope you can make it.
Well, it all depends on when the invite is for. So
I have the dates. I will. Look, you're all invited, Charlie.
Oh, great.
He's got some really good old spots up there. I mean, some of the dates. I mean, one of the houses he knocked is from like 1180 BC, like really, really old stuff.
Wow.
Or Audrey Girlinghouse. She liked the Van Winkle cam also, Doug. I was happy with it.
No, a lot
I
of
thought it was
good
really neat.
positive
I actually
feedback.
enjoyed seeing that. That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to try to do some. Oh, look, New England relic hunting, all expenses paid for DTD. What expenses? I pick him up. I pick him up. I drive him. I bring him home. I drop him off.
Put that in writing.
Hey, Jason and Doug, are you guys going to Dig It Dude in November?
I don't know if I'm able to make that. Do you know what the date is?
It's the first weekend in November.
I don't know what the date is.
That's like the 2nd and 3rd. November.
Real early. Yeah, the first weekend is the 2nd and 3rd. I'm not sure yet. Are they even sold out?
No, they're not. There's some tickets left yet. Yes.
All right. It's a maybe. I'm not sure yet. I have to look at the schedule. We've been on the phone all week. We've got like 3 or 4 really good spots where we have to get into all of them. The homeowners are waiting. Rich heard back from the one today, Doug.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. Right. I hate to lose some of these private places because they're our bread and butter.
Right.
So it's a maybe, it's a hopefully.
Right.
That's right. Gypsy's birthday bash. I don't know if that's the same weekend or not.
That's the same weekend. Yes.
Okay. I know I can't make it to Gypsy's. It's too far. But I will see her this weekend and I'm sure we'll record something with her. I do love Gypsy, but I wasn't able to make it down to Texas.
This Dig It Dude, that's the only event that my wife goes to.
Yeah, she was working the booth last year, wasn't she?
Yes, she was. And she's excited about going back again to help out.
She doesn't even go to the event that's right around the corner from your house.
I didn't come out swinging. No.
Yeah, but she goes all the way over to Dig It Dude.
Yeah, right.
Well, she likes to be considered a dude, a dudette.
Yeah.
Well, they actually call her Queen Judy there, and she likes that.
Yeah, they do call her. Well, we all
you've
started
been calling her that for years.
Yeah,
Charlie.
we've all been calling her Queen Judy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see about the Dig It Dude. I saw some rumblings on it online. Maybe it's just this type of year, Charlie, is when the fields start opening up, and man, we try to jump on them.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what comes of it. What was this one here? GoPro. Rich Van Winkle camp should stay GoPro or don't go at all. Yeah, it's going to stay in some capacity. It was a trial run. Rich doesn't mind wearing it on his head all day. I just have to find a better angle where the footage looks better. I use it sparingly.
Jason. Wasn't
Well,
bad.
I really had to do a lot of editing and color grading on that. And I had to really zoom in so you could see it because that GoPro is so widescreen. I mean, I could be holding the camera here and it looks like I'm 40 feet away because it's that wide screen. And it's just tough for when I'm trying to show close-up things. So I'm working on a couple of things. We're going to try it out. There's a new GoPro that works a little differently with this 1:1 aspect ratio. I don't want to get into crazy technical stuff, but that might work a little bit better. So we'll see. We'll see. Big AL Diggs. Where is Mr. Van Winkle? He was supposed to be here. He got a flat today driving home from work. And he's at his friend has a mechanic shop. He's there now. I think the guy said, yeah, you can have a tire for free over there, but you got to put it on. And Rich is struggling. So he's still there now. I don't know if he's going to make it because we're not going late. I mean, another 20 minutes or so because I want to get some sleep. We got a long day tomorrow. So I don't know if he's going to make it or not, but he wanted to be here. And Lynn is down in Virginia at that hunt that I put up a picture of last week, Doug. I don't have it queued up. I told you this one's a last minute. But if you go back and watch last week's live stream, you can see where Lynn is, and maybe you can go. You get a prize from Lynn.
Yeah.
D Animal Digs with machine or with spoons. I must have missed the first part of that. Alan Cleveland, he's looking up Doug's nose. Yeah. Doug's been having, there's an issue with the laptop he uses. We can't figure out what it is. So Doug's good enough to use his cell phone, which is working until we can get to the bottom of it. We'll eventually figure it out. We had a problem with Lynn's tablet for a while too, but eventually we figured out what it was. It's just, it's tricky sometimes to figure out what these technical glitches are. Sebastian Pasnick. Hello, gentlemen. Greetings from the 925 Einder. Known him for many, many years, Doug.
Yeah.
He's at a YouTube channel probably longer than I've known you, Doug.
Yep.
I believe he's from Canada. I'm 96% sure, 96.5% sure he's from Canada.
I remember when I was watching your videos, I would see his comments regularly.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Back then, he didn't show his face. Maybe he does now. I'm not sure. But if you start a YouTube channel, I always recommend show your face, create that personal touch. A lot of people, and I'm not saying Sebastian's one of them, but a lot of people are very timid, and it's very unnerving to have the camera at your face, and it was for me. But if you're going to throw yourself to the lions on YouTube, I highly suggest it because people want to make that connection. And if they don't see your face, it's hard if you just
they don't know who to connect with.
Yeah, you don't know who to connect with. So I think he's doing it now. So kudos if he is. Big AL Diggs. He loves watching you, Doug, and he never misses an episode.
Well, thank you.
Do you like the dramatic pause I do?
I'm sorry I kept you waiting so long this week in this week's video to find something, but man.
You were there.
That was a nice dime. That was a beautiful
Yeah,
dime.
It was a nice
1944 Merc.
I wasn't even. Oh, look, there's Lynn from in the chat from
Virginia.
From Virginia. Hi, Lynn.
All right, tell us where you are again, Lynn.
Yeah, Lynn, put a link in. I forget the name of the show. I don't have anything queued up today, but hopefully people can make it out there. Fisherville. Yeah, there it is. If anyone lives near Fisherville in Virginia, make sure you go check out Lynn's show. She's got prizes, and you get a picture with Lynn, Doug. Who doesn't want that?
Wow.
Picture with Lynn.
I haven't even gotten one with Lynn.
No, she told me she doesn't want to stand too close to you.
Oh, okay.
What was I saying, Doug? But right before we started,
I don't know. You say so much.
I know. I don't remember. Turd Ferguson. I don't know if I got Turd today. I did see Clem Fandango.
Yeah.
Smoking Louie. How are you? Adrian Tucker. Some of the real regulars that
How many are in the chat? Can you tell?
188. Not bad for a nothing show, Doug. This is a no agenda. I mean, there's really, that Seinfeld episode where he's like, the show's about nothing.
Yeah,
and that's what we are today. The show's about nothing. Keep digging metal detecting. Cody Lovelace is here. Thank you, Cody. Look, Turd said he's been looking for the Northern Lights. That's right. Rich told me.
Tonight.
Between 8 and midnight.
Oh, Rich told me 3 a.m.
Well, I just watched Action News before we came on, and she said between 8 and midnight. Look to the north.
I'm going to be asleep.
Doug, I will agree with you because my friend studies that stuff all the time. He said the same thing.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, then I might miss it because I'm not going to be up at midnight, hopefully tonight. But I'll watch some on YouTube tomorrow. Other people taking pictures.
Yeah. I appreciate those who will stay out there and freeze and just to see Northern Lights.
James Woodland coming in from Connecticut, Doug. One of our we get up there every couple of once or twice a year. Great hunting area.
Yep.
James Woodland, I just got him. Wile E detecting. Sometimes these shows end up being the best. You mean this show? Probably not. But we're here. We're here. Blinky Jr.
Oh, how's Blinky Sr.?
I don't know if I've seen that name before. Blinky Jr.
I had a ship's captain, Captain Blinky, we called him.
Captain Blinky?
Yeah.
From your fishing days?
Yeah. I think he's still running a boat somewhere.
I saw some videos of the storm that hit Florida over the last night. And there's this one guy, they call him Captain Dan or something like that.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan. Yeah. It's like a reference from Forrest Gump, I guess.
Yeah.
But this guy docked this big boat and was floating out the storm, and the waves were crashing on him. And I hope he was okay.
He's fine.
Is he good?
They checked in on him. He's fine.
Did he do that as was that like a publicity stunt? Was there a reason he did that?
That's that guy. He's just kind of unique.
Okay.
He's eccentric. He's like Lieutenant Dan in a way.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear he's okay.
Fine.
I saw those waves hitting his boat, and I was like, "Oh my goodness."
He's a little wet, but he's okay.
He's wet.
Well, he'll dry off.
Yeah.
Oh, Patrick Parker said that was his home. I guess he lives on that boat.
He lives on his boat. Yeah.
Wow, it looked like a big, expensive boat. It wasn't like some little shanty, Doug.
Really? What kind of boat?
I don't know, but it was a big one.
Power boat? What?
It looked like it was a good $200,000 boat. It's not like he was a homeless guy, in like a rowboat.
Oh, okay.
It looked like it was expensive. Bells, thank you for stopping in. We will see you tomorrow. Doug asked if you could give him his hug first. I will wait in line patiently.
You'll have to wait a while.
Hit the mark. Saw the Northern Lights in upstate New York. It was great. Oh, so they're already out there, Doug.
Oh, yeah. They said between 8 and midnight.
Oh, 8? I thought you said 9 and midnight.
No, 8 and midnight was the highlight, the best time.
Okay. Doug
Badenshop. I guess I'm too far south to see them.
Doug Badenshop is in Central Virginia. He said he can see them.
Oh, okay.
So he's there. Jay Diggs History is in here. His neighbor does that too. He lives on the Gulf on his sailboat in the storms. You know what I saw, Doug? What was interesting? And then maybe if you live in Florida, it's normal or in a hurricane area.
Yeah.
But when the hurricane was coming in, people were getting all their lawn furniture and their grills and all these things that are normally kept outside, and they didn't have room to bring them in. they sink them into the bottom of their swimming pools.
Yeah.
Right,
Because
right.
they're safer down there. And then
Yep.
I guess they deal with any rust after
Yeah.
the fact rather than them being 50 feet in a tree.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So I didn't know that was something you would do. I thought, oh, it's going to get ruined.
No, it's pretty ingenious.
I'm going to start hiding Doug in the bottom of my pool when a storm comes through, Charlie. I'll get him out in the morning. Get him out in the morning.
Yeah.
Leave me there all winter.
I'll give him whatever mouth to mouth he needs in the morning.
Oh, God.
You know, that's like a tornado. You're supposed to open up your doors and windows if a tornado comes.
Yeah, I guess because we don't live in an area
pressure.
that gets a lot of disasters, I always forget which one you're supposed to hide in the bathtub and which one are you supposed to be in a door jam.
Right.
The bathtub is a tornado if you got no basement.
Okay.
If you have a basement, go to the basement and under the staircase. That's the safest place.
All right.
If you're in a trailer, you're dead.
Yeah.
Well, I have a bathtub and a basement. So should I hide in the basement under the bathtub?
Drag the bathtub down into the basement,
That's what I'm going to do.
under the stairway, and then lay until it's
All right. That's what I'm going to do. Thank you. Good advice.
Just don't ask me to help you lug it down the stairs.
All the natural disaster advice from Dog Tech Duck. But no, I am fortunate. We did have an earthquake. Was it this year or last year, Doug, in our area?
I think it was earlier this year.
It might have been. We were away that week. We were in Missouri, and my wife called me and said, "You're not going to believe this. We had an earthquake."
Yeah.
I was like, "You had an earthquake? We had a what do we have? What do you call them people, Doug? A squatter.
A squatter.
We had a squatter. You had an earthquake. Which is worse?
What's more dangerous, right?
Yeah, which is worse?
Yeah. Jay slept with one eye open. Of course, he usually does when I'm in the house.
Yeah, I always have to lock my door. You got to be extra careful.
And then put a chair under the
Doorknob.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been very fortunate, Doug. I saw people at Disney World, and oh my goodness, I would be long out of there. Alicia, if you're still here, did you talk to Brandon? Is he okay? Did he get out of harm's way? Hopefully everything is okay with him and his property. There's lots of earthquakes in Arkansas. I hope not this weekend. Doug, I looked at the weather. You looked at it too. It's going to be in the 90s.
90s.
And
90s.
both days.
Yep. Yeah.
It's going
supposed to be 80 here Sunday. 80.
Yeah.
Really? That high?
80 in Delaware Sunday.
I thought we were out of the woods with this hot stuff.
No. Well, when I first checked the weather a couple of weeks ago, they were predicting out there 85 degrees, 80 to 85. And when I checked it the other day, it had jumped up to the low 90s. So I'll be wearing my shorts for sure. Everybody will get to see my nice legs.
Doug, there's a trivia question for you. I'm going to see if you know the answer. Charlie, you might have been there too. Alan Cleveland said, I'm going to paraphrase.
Okay.
Do you remember, Doug, where I buried the last banana?
Oh, geez.
I remember where it was. I remember.
It's been over a year, right?
Oh, yeah. It's probably been well over a year.
Wow.
Doug found a significant find at the place where I buried the last one. Probably the best find of the day, and we found really good things. I don't remember if Charlie was there that day or not.
I was there because I remember the last time you did the banana.
Well, unless there was a time after that you weren't there.
Was it?
Don't confuse me.
I know I was there because I buried it.
And you remember where it was?
I believe so. I believe I remember the last one because the next week I forgot to bring it and I had a great day. And then I was like,
well, I don't need a banana.
maybe I don't need the extra luck. And I just stopped.
What's the answer?
I was going to let Doug get a guess in.
All right. Okay. Where I found the 8 real?
No. It was after that.
Okay.
It was where you found the first class ring.
Okay. I know where.
Yeah, at the field that had the big lake.
Yeah.
In fact, I have a picture for that coming up in one of my upcoming Facebook pictures, a really good photo of that day with Matt. But yeah, that was the last one that I remember burying a
Wow.
banana.
I
And then
found a farthing there too. My
yeah,
first,
there was a bunch of large cents found.
Yeah.
There was some really good old buttons, bale
Yeah, yeah.
seals, really good stuff.
yeah.
That was at the Cobb Fields, was it?
No.
It
This
was
is down in South Jersey, Charlie.
yeah, it was in New Jersey,
Okay.
much about an hour south
Sure.
of the Cobb Field.
Yeah.
Let me see. I saw another question here. What was it? Oh no, not a question. Shari Tracy. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Got a metal detector for his 60th birthday. Need someone to help me get it started. I don't know who's going to help you, Shari, but I know who cannot help you, Doug.
Yeah.
Don't ask Doug any trivia questions.
I'll be happy to dig a couple holes for her, but she'll have to get somebody else to show her how to use
Yeah,
it.
what kind of machine did you get? Maybe we can
we can give her some verbal
we
advice.
can give you some pointers.
Yeah.
Tim Apolito, prediction: next buried banana equals flying eagle. You hear that, Doug?
Yeah. I don't know that I want to steal your good luck
Start
charm.
carrying a watermelon around and bury a watermelon.
I was thinking of doing that.
Yeah, you can't
I
steal
could be
someone
called
else's
Johnny
shit.
Watermelon.
There was a guy, Doug, and I don't remember who he was. During when I was doing my bananas every week, another channel popped up that was also burying a banana for good luck.
Okay.
And people kept messaging me and telling me about this person, like I'm gonna like a rumble's gonna break out or something.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I was like, well, what am I gonna do? Like,
Banana?
I don't own the patent on bananas.
Yeah. Jeez.
But I don't know what happened with that guy. Maybe he left. I don't know.
Personally, I think it's a waste of a good banana.
Well, when I started, I was eating the banana and burying the peel.
Oh, okay.
But then I was just burying it whether I ate the banana or not. Sometimes I'd bring multiples and I'd still eat some, but I would bury one.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. I always say it's like a basketball player. If you win the big game, you wear the same lucky underwear next game, and that's what I was doing.
Yeah. Just wash it in between.
Yeah. Well, you don't wash your banana though; you just get a new one. Crazy Diggin puts tobacco in a hole after a silver coin is found.
Wow.
Whatever you got to do.
Yeah, you know what? That would be interesting to hear what different people do under these circumstances for their good luck charm.
Believe it or not, most people probably don't do anything because they're normal.
Yeah.
It's only some of us that are not quite
have
normal.
issues.
Yeah, we have issues that we do. We do other things to help hedge our luck just a little bit of luck hedging.
Yeah.
But no, I don't do really anything now. But no, I was a believer in it.
Charlie, what do you do?
Nothing special. I'm just
wake up, Charlie.
I'm just thankful to get out and detect with you guys, and that's it. Nothing special.
Well, interestingly, we were talking before we came on. Charlie had a really bad string of bad luck, and
last year,
a couple of years ago, and all of a sudden, everything started going Charlie's way, and I don't think he did anything differently than normal.
Right.
But the one thing in particular that I remember, and I know you guys will remember this as well. Normally, Charlie will go lay down, take a siesta for a half hour or so,
right.
Which now I'm kind of tuning into that, but of course he's a couple of years older, so I'm just catching up. But I went and sat down in the car, and I think you were with me, Jay. We came back. Charlie had 5 holes.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. I remember
waiting.
That.
And I think
all in a row. They're all in a row.
All in a row.
Yep.
And we had just gotten that part of the field as permission. And don't you know, what did you get? 3 coppers or 4 and a dandy button.
4 coppers and a dandy button it was.
Yeah. And those coppers
slug them.
And those coppers, one was a 1600s William, one was a New Jersey.
Yes.
I don't remember the other 2. And then he had a Tomback button all
And-
5 of them as we came back from a 10-minute break.
Yeah, and ever since then, Charlie has been on fire, and I've been like standing there with a fire hose and put him out.
I don't think I've seen Charlie take a break, a nap since then.
Not lately. If he does,
but-
he does it standing up with one eye open.
Yeah, I didn't start the yearly top 10, top 12, whatever I'm going to do this year, but Charlie might have all 5 spots. I have to go back and look over the year.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but he's going to be represented.
Will my 44 Mercury dime make it?
Yeah, that's good. Honorable mention. Honorable mention.
You know, one of the things that I've done, I've actually slowed down. I've slowed down, and I'm really listening carefully to the signals and stuff. I think that's helped me a lot to slow down.
Yeah.
And not. Yeah. I used to zigzag through the fields on a lot.
Oh, you used to detect like a bat.
Yeah. Like I slowed down a lot. And I think that's really helped me out. And
we said you used to detect like a butterfly on crack, like you were like this.
Yeah, I did. I was trying. Basically, I was looking for the hot spots, but because up where I live, there are hot spots. You know, you guys been up my way quite a few times, and that's what I try to do. Look for the porcelain, the broken pottery pieces, and zigzag, and I don't do that anymore though. I just take my time.
Yeah, I do the same thing, Charlie, but I look for the hot spots by standing and looking out across the field and looking for the steam rising from certain, rather than run over 100 miles an hour.
But I'll never forget that day when the farmer said that he thought there was a house yonder.
Yonder. Yeah.
And by late in the day, we found that spot yonder. We were there then for about a month. There was a hot spot.
Yep.
Yeah, we walked miles that day and had nothing to show for it until
we kept walking around it, but not to it. And then finally.
Sometimes you never know. That's why you do got to just put boots on the ground, and when you get a good spot like that, that was a good.
We found it. Yeah, we did. It was a great spot.
Yeah, no doubt. What time is it, Doug? We're going to do about 6 more minutes, Doug.
Okay, and then, that's fine.
If there's any questions that you guys have, I'm going to try to look up. We are going to do an early show today. Next week, Doug, we're going to be, our guest is going to be young Riley Bryant. Now, we've
he is an impressive dude.
When you see, for a guy who is, I don't even know how old Riley is, maybe 22 or something like, maybe younger.
Yeah, I think he's like 23, 24 now.
Whatever he is. He's very, very young. Yeah. But he is so knowledgeable, Charlie. Where do you hear, I don't know how someone even amasses the knowledge that he has. But he's really going to impress you. He finds incredible Civil War things all the time. He knows which way the wind was blowing during the battlefield, and, really impressive guy, even more so for his age. But we will have young Riley on next week, who does not do a lot of these interview style shows, but because he likes me and tolerates Doug, he said he's going to come on.
Yeah.
Well, we did hunt with him up at Pound the Ground. Stock, a couple years ago.
At Dig Stock. Yeah.
Dig Stock. And we did hit a spot in that park up there where we found a lot of buttons, and he knew right away. He knew what the buttons were right away.
I'm telling you, he's no joke. He's really, really good.
And he and Jason and I went to I got a permission afterwards up in Chazy, the town of Chazy, and he found almost immediately found a Civil War peace token, which was pretty cool and appropriate for him, being the Civil War guy he is.
Right,
yeah. I think I was on like an hour and 45-minute tour of the inside of the house, and you and Riley were on like a shopping spree in the yard. By the time I came out, they detected the whole yard.
Yeah. It was fun though.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it. But no, it was a good one.
Riley's a good kid, and I can't wait to see him.
I like him a lot. So he will be on next Thursday, the back quarter after.
At 45 of,
whatever you want to call it. I like to call it 75 minutes after 6.
Yeah, right.
I had to do the math real quick. I had to do the math real quick.
You got it right.
Yeah, I know. I was really under the pressure there, and I came through. Let me see. Any questions, Doug, before we get out of here? Charlie, anything you'd like to say? I know you're down at your shore house enjoying the weather. When you coming back home?
It's up to Queen. The Queen here, she makes that choice, what day to go back. But probably Wednesday.
I got a question for you too, Charlie.
What you got?
When are we getting invited down to that shore house?
Well, we have a place down here called Coin Beach.
Yeah, I keep hearing about it. Yeah.
Next bad storm, that's what we do.
That's what we're praying for, a big storm.
And if you like seafood, come on down.
Oh, I love
lots of crabs, lots of
clam chowder,
oysters. That's what we do down here.
Love my chowder.
All right. Now, Doug, I still didn't hear the invitation roll off his lips, but
no, he said he's like when you talk to one of these politicians.
Right. He gives you every answer.
Everything but the answer.
Everything but the answer.
Charlie would make a great politician.
He would. He'd be good.
You guys know you guys are welcome anytime. Seriously, you guys want to come down, come on down. But after a storm, though, we have to have a storm on the coast.
What happens if the house ain't there anymore?
No, we're going to hide you in his pool, Doug. Hide you in his pool.
Oh, that's right.
We'll put you in the bathtub, Doug, if you're too scared.
We'll put you in the tub, and then we'll bury the tub in the pool. You'll be fine.
I'll be good. Okay.
No, but
that's when
that's when they find things on the beach after a storm about a mile from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, people have been going to that Coin Beach for years. They find old pirate shipwreck reals and stuff that wash up.
Yeah, they find stuff. One lady found a gold cross.
Really?
Yeah, a gold cross, a small one, and she rented the machine. Her machine. She rented it and found this gold cross.
Did she put a banana in the hole?
I don't know. There's so many seagulls. It wouldn't last long in the hole.
Yeah, it wouldn't last. Yeah, you got to go. We'd have to go with like a good beach hunter guy that could guide us, because I don't know really how you hunt a beach. I'm not really sure the.
I'll show you.
There's kind of overwhelming,
there's got to be a good strategy, and I wouldn't know the strategy like I would for a house or a field.
Yeah.
So we'd have to bring somebody with us.
A lifeguard.
Yeah, an expert. Charlie, you can put it in the chat. Anyone who's an expert that wants a free invitation, you can buy a raffle ticket or something.
Okay. All right.
But hey, if we don't find anything, at least we'll have some good seafood down there, Dougie.
There you go. I'm all for that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to get ready to wind this up, Doug. I want to get a good night's sleep. I'm leaving for the airport at 3 a.m. What time are you leaving?
About the same. Yep.
Well, good luck, guys. I wish you guys well down here. Good luck. Have fun.
We're going to have a boatload of photos. We might do some live stuff. I'm sure we'll do a lot of stuff with Alicia. I'm going to try to really document it. It's going to be the last far away hunt that we're going to for at least 6 months, I think, because a little bit of break and try to hang tight and find our stuff here. So
we got some really good local spots on the burner. So
there's no place like home, Doug.
There sure is.
No place like home.
There's a lot of harvesting going on right now.
Yeah, they're getting ready to start. I've seen a couple cornfields cut. I've seen a couple, not really a lot of soybeans yet, but I'm sure they'll be soon.
Pretty soon.
Yep.
The corn's cut. We just got that one in Delaware where they cut everything, Charlie.
That's not far from me.
No, and that could be really good. So we'll see how it goes.
We're actually picking corn right now back home.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Corn right now.
Sweet corn?
Dusty.
No, sweet corn's done.
It's field corn,
very
dusty,
corn?
very dry.
Industrial corn. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What do they use that for? Ethanol or animals?
Actually, for it gets sent to
methanol.
Our corn gets sent down to the docks.
Yeah. And then where's it go?
Europe, somewhere in Europe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, whatever they do with it over there.
Yeah.
Probably ethanol.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do with it. All right, we're
Use
going
your
to
imagination.
We don't know either. We don't do. We just get the money for it. It's all.
we're going to roll this out here. Oh, I saw Mud Swat came in. Mark Harris, BR549. How are you, sir?
BR549. That's an old Hee Haw reference.
Is that the reference of your name? What was his name? Hold on.
BR549.
Mark Harris. Is your name reference for whatever Doug just said?
Hee Haw.
Hee Haw. Hee Haw.
That's Doug. That's going back years ago.
Yeah.
I'll wait and see if he says yes or no, Doug.
Let me just tell you, Junior Sample, he was a hefty guy. He would do a little bit, and he'd hold up the sign. The phone number was BR549.
Did he wear overalls?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
And probably straw hat.
I don't remember the straw hat, but he was definitely a hillbilly.
Yeah.
I never saw the show, so I don't have a reference.
Well, that was one of my faves. I was into country music then, so.
Yeah, you were a big time. Oh, look, Johnny Hawthorne is here. Well, Johnny, are you going to be at the hunt this weekend in Murfreesboro? We saw Johnny at the last hunt. Well, not the last one. Where were we, Doug? Was that wherever
Missouri?
we were? Maybe Missouri. I don't remember. Mark Harris said Junior Sample car sales.
Yep, BR549.
Is that what it is? So it is a Hee Haw reference?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the girl's name that had the tag from her hat?
That was Minnie Pearl.
Minnie Pearl. That's right. Same show?
Same show.
I'll catch up and watch all the season episodes.
You can see them all on YouTube.
I'll watch them on the plane ride down. Johnny Hawthorne's going to be there, Doug. Another cool person at the hunt.
Okay.
It's going to be a really fun weekend.
We're looking forward.
Oh, we sure are.
Well, again, have fun, guys.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thanks,
We're going to sign off. Charlie, anything you want to say before we end the shindig?
I'm good. The weather's been great here, and you guys, enjoy yourselves.
All righty.
Thank you. Doug, any last words for you, sir?
No, I'll talk to you after we sign off.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Well, listen, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget bonus videos. One this weekend, then Tuesday, then one next weekend while we're gone. So
and I may not be in any of them.
No, I think you're in a couple of them. Charlie's going to be in the whole gang. You know how
Charlie finds everything anymore.
I was saving some for just this occasion, saving some up because I didn't want to leave the audience stranded, Doug. That's not cool.
No,
that's not cool.
No, it is.
So, and there's some funny things that I added in there too, some extra funny bonus things. So hopefully,
good.
But we're going to sign off. Everybody, thank you for coming in. Thank you for the safe wishes. Keep your eyes out for Facebook for the fun weekend, and we will see you next Thursday night.
Later.